Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to King of Dragon Pass. Let's go ahead and proceed into next year. Alright, they saw a great map painted by Lankermai, and warned that another clan would gain luck meant for us if we did not explore distant parts of Dragon Pass this year. Godtalkers say that the omens indicate a typical harvest. Our reputation did drop down a little bit. Alright, so we want to put 3 into quests. That's good. 2 into heroism. Now, we have 3 possible points of magic that we can put into quests because of our Yermal Worshipper. 1 into war, 1 into destiny, 2 into crops, 1 into herds, and 1 into diplomacy. Okay, reserved, discontented, and unshakable. That's disappointing. Okay, and Wilms is now old, but I think we're going to reorganize our ring. First of all, do we have any new people? Lankpent is now old. No, not really. Alright. So, Baranthos, you get back on the board. Elgane, you get back on the board. Lankpent, you get back on the board. I kind of want a war leader on... I'd like to get another woman on the ring. I already have an Arnaldo Worshipper, so I can't really swap out there. I have 4 Arnaldo Worshippers. Nah, I guess we'll go with this. We'll leave the war person off. I mean, Kalai is excellent at combat, so it's fine. And that did not actually, I did not actually click the reorganize button. Whoops. All right, Baranthos, you get back on. Ilgane, you get back on. And Lankpent, you get back on. We have too many hunters for the wildlands. Yay. Okay, so let's get someone out exploring. So I'm trying to remember where there's another thing. I guess I could go up there. That might be it. All right. Go ahead and explore. Not with you. You know what? Randan is... Well, he's only good at bargaining and combat. Alright, I guess Van Harl, you will go off exploring. Let's take 5 weapon thanes and 10 footmen. You can go ahead and travel slowly. The Ernaldori have a new chief, Desrada. She is known for her irreverence and her occasional stammer. Their former chief, Farad, died while swimming in a river where water spirits played. Hend, a thane of the Brown Boar clan, comes to ask you if you know the details of the making of the Storm Tribe story, and if you will share them with his clan. We wish to improve her ability to move about in the realm of the gods, he says. Offer him details of another story, tell him what he wants to know. We can ask him for a similar favor in the future. Our friendship with Hen's clan is strong, even if we refuse him, it will not make too big of a difference. If we tell lies about the gods, our clan magic will suffer. We don't have to share our knowledge, though. Better to tell him stories and have to give him cows. It costs us nothing to tell a sacred secret. The more favors they owe us, the more they may support us the next time we need a new king. And let me tell the secret. I can bamboozle them with made-up detail so they will never know the difference. Let's see. Tell him what he wants to know. We'll go with that. He thanked us, and he departed. Okay. That's good. It is fire season. Let's go on a cattle raid. I need to bump that up a bit. When am I getting my undead guys back? Cattle raid! Oh no! 5 weapon thanes, 10 footmen facing 21 weapon thanes and 28 swordsmen. Survival and evade. 1 footman was killed. Wow, we actually did a lot of damage to them comparatively. We pulled back before the turtles were ready, and by the time their charge reached us, they were tired. The battle didn't last long. We drove the turtles off, and were happy to have survived the battle. We captured 16 cows and 6 horses. Oh, that's wonderful. It's like, it's like, guys, we don't really want to fight. Well, okay, I mean, we'll take some of your stuff then. The warriors are back from their mission to slay the walking corpses alongside the Humakti. They said that the fighting was fierce, and 3 of them were slain. They said there was no treasure to be found in the monster's lair, but that is the way with walking corpses. Alright, let's see. 1 weapon thane is injured. Let's go ahead and get some more then. Our expedition to the northern land of Tarsh has returned. There's even more news. Ovartien Twin Son is still king of Tarsh, and still considered a just and successful ruler. Still, he raids the lunar land of Silila. Silila? Yeah. Its overlords have not yet managed to mount effective counterattacks against him. Alas, he is still allied with the hateful horse spawn. He takes them with him on his raids against the Sililians, and enriches them as he does his good Orlanthi subjects. Thus he makes our foes stronger. Van Harl's companions found many temptations in Tarsh and spent their time drinking and roistering. They damaged items of value to the Tarshites and learned that manners were different there. Van Harl was forced to compensate the Tarshites. He could not altogether restore our clan's good name among them. And we're being raided by the Tadanlings. They have 9 horsemen and 109 swordsmen. The Staghearths warned us, and all 27 weapon thanes met them, as well as 299 of the feared. Alright, 3 magic, use treasure, grey net, despite people complaining. Who mocked? Take captives, charge. I outnumber them substantially. Now, with the nature of Dragon Pass battles, there's still a good chance I will lose. But I did not. The Tadanlings had burned 3 steads before we mustered our warriors. We charged, only to discover that we were fighting on a slight slope. There was a bloody battle. Our magic blew away theirs. We took 44 captives from the Tadanlings, including 6 auxiliaries. We captured 5 horses. The Grey Net helped us capturing prisoners, but it became torn in the process. Our auxiliaries kept 2 warriors from dying, so I have lost that treasure. Let's see. We lost 1 footman, 1 was wounded, 2 weapon thanes were wounded. We killed 3 weapon thanes, wounded 6 others. Killed 39 footmen, wounded 65 others. We have 44 prisoners from the Tadanling clan. What should we do with them? We will ransom them. We ransomed our prisoners back to the Tadanlings for 220 cows worth of goods. Now that I've lost the Grey Net, I'm probably not going to bother going for capture prisoners anymore. One of your Carls, Rostikos, is caught with a secret supply of clear wine. No! Rostikos, why? You came back to life for this? It's a different Rostikos. The magical wine made by the Kolamar tribe. The problem is that he somehow acquired these trade goods without going through the clan ring. This infraction infringes on the traditional rights and privileges of the ring. Shame him before his fellows. We must not seem too weak or too harsh. Show him up in front of the others. Rusticos has offended nearly all of the weapon thanes at one time or another. If we wish to please the warriors, we should be stern with him. If we wish to please the Carls, be forgiving. Forgive him, allow others to break the traditional rules, outlaw Rusticos from the clan. Rusticos is very popular among the Carls. His offense may seem minor, but it eats at the very root of our authority. Rusticos is very popular among the Carls, and part of his punishment should involve our drinking his wine. Let's go ahead and shame him before his fellows. We stood him up before his fellows and held him out as an example of disobedience towards the chosen leaders. The people had a good laugh at Rusticos' expense. Okay. Farmers are still discontented. Oh wow, I have 28 weapon thanes now. That's pretty good. It is Earth season, so we don't really want to do a whole lot. But we could go ahead and increase the size of our shrine with our 547 goods. Once again, all right. We don't want to go back to the clan thingy, or the tribal moot. So let's go ahead and rebuild the tavern for them. Warriors from the Genesi clan burst into the stead of Havar, one of your prominent Carls. They beat him severely and slashed him with their swords. Again. So Leica says that they are taking vengeance on Havar for sending warriors to their Tula. The warriors Havar sent were in turn taking vengeance for an earlier attack against him. Let's go ahead and, let's see, you're saying persuade, yep. Any of the non-violent ones. Encourage, poetic revenge. They must pay for this! Once again, let's encourage Havar to sponsor poetic revenge. Persuade Havar to forswear vengeance. Havar promised that he would end the cycle of provocation and retaliation. The people were cheered by this resolution. Good. The old king is dead, so wow. So the tribal moot has convened an emergency session to select the new ruler. Once chosen, etc., etc., etc. Support among the other clans seems to be building for two candidates. Orlgandi of the Brown Boars and Enarin of the Wolves. Orlgandi has a reputation for ferocity. Enarin is famed for her accomplishments as a farmer. We're once again going to nominate a member of our clan. And it's going to be Kalai. How much do I spend? 127 is good. How many warriors do you bring? Let's go with 10 weapon thanes and 30. No, 45 footmen. And once again, we'll go with our law speaker. I'm not actually sure what's good here. I think poet is pretty good. It's bargaining and custom, I think. The custom is very good. Custom is renowned, and your bargaining is very good. So I think it's kind of like 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Law speaker. Longpent spoke well, and Kalai was chosen to rule the Hamtopia tribe. Yeah, way to go, Longpent. I knew you could do it. Alright, the new king has been chosen, and now it is time for our own Kalai to undergo the rites of kingship. It is a time of celebration, yet also of some suspense. It is possible that Kalai will be harmed by enemies attracted by the magic of the rites, or devoured by angry spirits if he fails to precisely replicate the rites laid down by the founder of the tribe. Let's go ahead and entertain members of our clan who have served its interests, but let's double check to see what people have to say. You say sacrifice to the gods. Well, that's actually true. In sacrifices, be generous to the gods, for it will be worse to have their ill will than not to call on them at all. Uvuli, Argrain's daughter, used magic to prevent her husband from doing what her beloved brother could not. It is the gods who truly choose kings. Our own people are neglected. Do not let their discontent grow. Strengthen our bonds with our allies, so they do not become our foes. Our own people are neglected. Do not let their discontent grow. And put me in charge of the feasting. We'll go ahead and entertain members of our clan. $201 food is fine, and we'll go with 34 goods. Our people were impressed by the generosity of the ring. Kalai completed the rites of kingship. The celebration lasted for days. Okay, so now we have a new symbol here. Rather than the torque, we have the three-pronged thingy. It's totally a thingy. Let's go with Woad. So yeah, we have our king. To convince the other tribes to form a kingdom, we will have to show that we are worthy. Succeeding at a hero quest demonstrates our favor with the gods. And we are going to try that. That said, we could always try to purchase another treasure. Who do we like best? I like the wolves the best. Alright, we want to buy a treasure. The Carls, represented by Markalor, are up in arms. The clan is always at war. This incessant raiding and counter-raiding is playing hell with our crops. I'm feeling eloquent today. I'll have Markalor singing, drinking songs with the warriors by the 17th hour. You could compensate them directly. They'll look churlish if they press the point. Harmust Barefoot once said, "Swill to the Carl is mead to the weapon thanes." Markalor is mistaken when he says that our crops are suffering. We can't give out cows every time someone comes to complain. That rewards frivolous petitions. Don't swear an oath when a mere promise will suffice. We'll persuade him that he is mistaken. Kalai made many salient points and Markalor departed. Alright, it is dark season. Let's go ahead and explore our Tula again. We spent some time looking for anything of note in Artula, but didn't find anything. Your trader Elgane arrives in the Wolf Tula. Their clan ring consults and agrees that they might be willing to sell the Carofin Kite if the price is right. They summarize its abilities. A magic kite that flies above Artula, helping sacrifices reach the gods. Go ahead and buy it. And our highest offer will be 80 goods, I think. They agreed to the trade. We've been short of Carls for some time. We don't have enough workers for the fields or herds. If we don't recruit more, we might have to reduce the amount of land under cultivation or slaughter some animals. I know some have been talking about capturing thralls to get extra laborers, but our ancestors never kept thralls, and doing so could hurt our clan magic. I'm pretty sure I'm still okay. 8 dark trolls and 85 trollkin. Almost seems like there's fewer each time. Which, I mean, I don't think the game keeps track of that kind of thing. But, anyway, drive them off, a skirmish, don't really care about a sacrifice. Yeah, we outnumber them over 3 to 1. No deaths or injuries. We drove the trolls from the field with a withering hail of stones and arrows. Did not kill and wound everyone, though. Still dark season. Any other sacrifices that I could do? Are there any mysteries that we don't have? Like things that don't actually show up that you can build a thing to? I don't think so, but let's double check. I do have mysteries. Okay. I got the Carofin Kite. Let's just do 10 goods. We learn the secrets of Elmol guards the stead. Oh, interesting. Orstenor, a member of the Six Brothers clan, says that he has been tracking a magnificent white stag. He has seen it several times over the past few years and thinks it is now in the forested part of your Tula. He seeks permission to hunt it. Oh, I could get the hunter trait. Let's see. We could agree, but only if he lets your hunters join his party. Give permission. Hunt the stag yourself. Refuse permission. We might consider this request of giving gifts. The Six Brothers already like us well enough. We need not bend over backwards to please them. In asking our permission, he shows respect for the law. The stag is magical. If we help take it, our clan magic will benefit. Our hunters want to bring down this beast themselves. Take any offer of 2 cows or more. Odalia is the god of hunting in all of its fashions. In all its fashions. The chase from horseback, the stalk with bow and arrow, the capture of great monsters in pits, or with humble traplines and deadfalls. We should be raiding the Six Brothers, not helping them. We'll agree, but only if he lets our hunters join his party. Together they caught the stag. It was a magnificent beast indeed, and there was glory enough for both clans. Wow, we got 5 magic out of that. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quest. Alright, so, I kind of want to continue to boost up Kalai. It tends to be good. Orlanth and Aroka. There's Making of the Storm Tribe. No, that's Lanker My Finds True. There we go. Gain Tribal Regalia. So this quest can improve our tribe's mood, reconcile our tribe with another clan, regain the king's favor, gain tribal regalia, ward off rebellion, make our clan kingmakers, improve our political reputation, or make the quester a strong leader. Well, first of all, let's check out the Hamtopia tribe. Tribe mood is happy. Okay. So maybe we don't really need to do that. Well, right now, none of these are showing up as lit up. So anything we do would be good. I would kind of like to have an El Mali before I did that, but Kangarl might be good. It's a really tough one to do. Could always do Asari's Conciliator again. You're 48. Renowned Bargaining. Getting that even better would be pretty nice. What else? Peace with the neighbor. Make the quester wiser. Mend our wounds faster in the future. Mend a rift in clan or tribe. Make peace with the neighbor. It's probably best to avoid those that we could use if we have some tribal problems. Strengthen our clan or the quester. I suppose we can go ahead and perform Orlanth and Aroka. And I forgot to ask for helpers. Crap. The people have gathered their magic to help propel Kalai into the place of the gods. What benefit does he seek? Let's make the quester stronger. The Arnalda priestess says the words that Arnalda once said to Orlanth. Only one person is doing this, but I have refrained from telling you, dear husband, because I know that you honor kinship so much. Kalai speaks the words of Orlanth and bids her to continue. At your command, O husband, I will instigate kinstrife. It is your nephew who is the cause of our woe. Your sister's son is drying my yields and starving the world. His name is Daga, and he is the son of Milani, your niece. Alright, just because I cannot... I never remember. I think it's, number 1. I will curse him, and then I will drive him off or kill him. Okay, let's see. We want to... I swear I had another thing open for this. There it is. Okay. So again, we want to... I just wanted to pull up the right thing. Take a few blows from Daga, then flee. Knowing that Orlanth was defeated during the stage of the myth, Kalai took enough blows from Daga to complete the requirements, then quickly fled. Kalai learns that there is a secret weapon to use against Daga, the rain god Heller. But Heller is trapped in the belly of Aroka, the dragon. Kalai gathers the weapons, a sack with the 4 winds in it, an ancient flint sword called a clanth, a twisted vine which holds the upper wind, and a leather rope which holds the lower wind. He eats of Arnalda's splendor bread and drinks crazy black wide brew. Then he goes off in search of Aroka, but on the way, Orlanth is ambushed by other enemies. Beat the enemies and take something from each one. The first enemy is a Troll Avenger. With 7 blows of his flint-toothed clanth, Kalai slew the trolls and took their weapon, the soul-cutting Darkwind. The second foe is Gagarth, the Bad Wind. Gagarth buffeted Kalai with the full force of his greatest weapon, the awesome Wind from Above. Kalai took this punishment and returned it in the form of a punch with the power of the stars. Gagarth was stunned, and Kalai took possession of the Wind from Above. The third enemy is a mysterious Dark Woman. Does Kalai fight the Dark Woman or try to seduce her? Well, we're supposed to try to seduce her. Kalai showed the soles of his feet to the Dark Woman so that she was unable to resist his progenitive powers. They laid together, and as they did so, the Dark Woman cried out that he was leaving a child within her. Oh my, Kalai. And we get the Eroxy again. On his way to fight the dragon, Kalai encounters another hero quester, an Eroxy warrior who claims to be from another place and time. You need me to protect you from the chaos that Kinslaying will bring you. I need you because I must serve Orlanth in order to continue my quest. I demand the right to come with you as Orlanth's brother. That is definitely going to be, Storm Bowls can come in handy sometimes. Follow me! When Kalai arrives for the fight against Aroka, he's surprised to see many chaos creatures swarming towards him. I knew this had happened now that there is death and chaos in the world, shouts the Storm Bowl. Go and fight Aroka, I'll fight them off. And in this case, we want to do as Storm Bowl says. At last, Kalai finds the lair of Aroka. He uses the things he brought with him, and the things he took from the enemies he bested along the way. He uses them to fight the dragon. First, Aroka opened its eyes to destroy the mind of Orlanth. The Storm God released the 4 winds, and each of them cast its weapon into an eye of the dragon, blinding it. Aroka lashed out with its tongues. Orlanth released the upper wind, and this dried out the snarling enemy. A snaking enemy, whatever. Aroka roared out its fatal breath, but Orlanth captured it inside the magical sack of winds and threw it away. Then Orlanth strode into its mouth and seized the upper jaw with his hands and placed his foot against the lower jaw, and with a shout of victory, tore the dragon asunder. A great flood of blood, water, and mead swept over the land. Inside was Heller, the rain god, who was his friend afterwards. Heller was sent after Daga, and Orlanth went too, pounding the land and covering it with rain. Orlanth captured Daga and put him in a jar. Soon Arnalda was nourishing again, and drought was banished. Kalai successfully completed the hero quest and was cheered by all. Kalai was strengthened and appeared to be wiser as well. And we're being raided by the Conthassos. They have 13 horsemen and 184 swordsmen. The wolves warned us, and all 26 weapon thanes met them, as well as 296 of the feared. Holy cow, 34 magic. Let's go ahead and use some. Drive them off. And we'll go ahead and skirmish. We'll sacrifice to Orlanth as well. The Conthassos had to charge through a devastating hail of missile fire. Kalai catches a glimpse of his cousin, Hendrik, confronting enemy weapon thanes. They are too far away for Kalai to intervene, and in another second Hendrik falls, bleeding from many wounds. The Conthassos thanes disappear into the melee. What should Kalai do? Don't try to be a hero. Fight bravely. Press the enemy hard. Fight using his battle magic. Lead our warriors to victory. Take insane risks to win the battle. He is now very good with animals, very good with bargaining, renowned with combat, excellent at custom, heroic at leadership, and excellent at magic. And he's only 32. Let's try leading our warriors to victory. I think that means using leadership. Swift and sure as Orlanth himself, Kalai led our warriors against the enemy. He was strong when he needed resolve, quick when we needed speed. No deaths or injuries. I think we killed or wounded every single one of them. Fierce fighting ensued. Our magic deafened and dazed them. We drove the Conthassos off, and their survivors left without plundering our Tula. We captured 9 horses. Due to their prompt healing, our auxiliaries kept 2 warriors from dying and bandaged 1 of the wounded. And so ends the year. 28 babies were born. We initiated 28 children as adults. Our clan has 5 fewer people, 3 fewer head of cattle, 24 more horses, and 0 more sheep than we did last Sacred Time. And seriously, are we crowded again? Alright, looks like I'm going to have to fix that again. We produced 2,117 and ate 1,121 bushels of food. 537 were lost due to spoilage. Our crafters produced 186 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 32 cows worth of goods. Alright. Sounds pretty good. We also have our Great Temple to Orlanth, provides rain, thunder, stone, and woad. And our Great Temple to Humoct provides battle luck, morale, and true sword. We've got a Temple to Elmal, provides steadfast and sun. And other various temples. Alright, but when we come back next time, we're going to have to fix the pasture land. Again. I don't know why it doesn't stay. I mean, I guess part of it is because I just have so many sheep and cattle, but I have a lot of sheep. I really do. I could probably even lose some sheep every single year and not be in a big problem, a serious problem. That might be something to consider. Anyway, for now, we'll call that an episode, and next time, definitely not doing a hero quest next year, but the year after, I think we're going to try for another one. See you then, everyone.